Day 1. The world collapsed in a matter of hours. We didn't wait around for the madness to come knocking on our door. My trusty SUV is packed to the brim with canned food and gear, with extra fuel and seeds strapped to the roof. We're tearing away from the burning cities. My dog, Baron, is staring anxiously out the window, catching the scent of smoke. Our destination is an old river deep in the wilderness. It's far off the beaten path, our only ghost of a chance at survival. Day 7. We made it. The rushing river promises water and fish. Today, I finally got the old radio working. The airwaves are nothing but static and fragmented screams in different languages, but every now and then, a signal breaks through. Stay where you are. Fools. We've already started setting up camp. We cleared a spot for the future house and drove the first stakes into the ground. Baron growled at the woods all night. The shadows among the trees have started moving strange. Day 17. Today, they showed up. 2 walkers stumbled out of the thicket, shuffling and making this guttural, low, growling sound. My hands were shaking, but I gripped my axe. One swing, and the first one's skull cracked open like a ripe watermelon. I tackled the second one to the ground and finished the job. They aren't human anymore, just empty shells. After the fight, I spent the rest of the day digging the first garden beds. The soil here is heavy, but it's our only ticket to the long haul. Day 25. Nature turned out to be just as brutal as the monsters. Last night, a severe storm hit. The river crested its banks and came damn close to washing away our supplies. Half the night, Baron and I were out in the pouring rain, reinforcing the shoreline and saving crates of food. It hit me. We need a dock and a solid foundation. I've started laying the groundwork for a small cabin. The walls have to be tough enough to withstand both the wind and whatever's thumping around in the dark. Day 34. The cabin is taking shape. The walls and roof are finally up. The first sprouts in the garden have broken through the soil, a tiny green miracle in the middle of the apocalypse. I'm building a high log fence to secure the perimeter. The silence out here is scarier than the noise. It feels like the whole world is dead, and we're the only ones left. But then, Baron suddenly froze and stared at the opposite bank. Out there in the brush, I caught the glint of a lens. We're being watched. Day 45. The radio brought terrifying news. A massive horde broke through the containment lines and is moving south. Tonight, that nightmare came alive across the river. Thousands of those things marched in a solid, dark mass, their guttural moaning drowning out the sound of the rapids. The water became our only saving grace. Baron and I hunkered down in the cabin, lights completely out. A few stray dead tried to wade into the water, but they quickly went under and drowned. It was a horrific sight, made my blood run cold. The danger passed just a few hundred yards away, leaving nothing but pure dread in its wake. Day 60. The cabin is almost finished, but trouble hit us from a direction we didn't see coming. The water upstream got contaminated, either by corpses or chemicals, and Baron and I got violently ill. For days, I couldn't even get out of bed from the raging fever, and my dog could only lay there beside me, whimpering softly. Our camp was completely defenseless, and the crops started to wither. Once I managed to drag myself up, I rigged a complex filtration system using charcoal, sand, and gravel. It was a harsh lesson. In this world, teeth and bullets aren't the only things that can kill you. Day 72. Two armed men marched up to my fence at noon today. They demanded the keys to the SUV and all our food. The conversation went south fast. When one of them leveled a sawed-off shotgun, I let Baron loose and fired my 12-gauge into the air. A short but brutal scuffle broke out. I managed to wing one of them in the shoulder, and they hightailed it back into the woods. Now, I don't sleep at night, just waiting for them to come back with backup. In war, anything goes. Day 85. The scavengers came back, but they didn't bring bullets. They brought fire. They torched the woods upstream to smoke us out. Smoke blotted out the sun, and ash rained down on my crops. We had to fight the fire for hours, pumping water from the river. The fence got scorched, but it held. In the chaos, I spotted one of the arsonists near the dock. My axe found its mark just in the nick of time. They won't be coming back, but the forest is dead and blackened now. Day 100. 100 days. I look at our little world, a sturdy cabin, a repaired fence, a boat bobbing by the dock, and the crops growing back. We survived where millions died. Baron is sleeping at my feet, and the SUV, our faithful companion, is parked and ready. Winter is coming, and the radio has been dead silent for a week. But now I know. This patch of land is my fortress, and I will defend it until my last breath, no matter what it takes.